What we got in front of us here is a single 18650 flashlight, and this company is called Atactical. Now the big thing with this company is I do believe they're hoping to hit a home run in the flashlight world. And what they did was immense amount of studying on what makes the best-selling flashlight out there. Whether it could be price, build quality, lumens, that would make a flashlight sell. Now one thing I noticed they haven't done is a lot of advertising. You don't see this too much. And this is a fairly new company. It's actually real new. I went on their website. They only got a couple flashlights right now. But what they did do is they got quite a bit of technical support from ThruNite themselves, where ThruNite helped them with this light, so that interests me. Now, there's no frills. What they did was try to build the best flashlight for the lowest price they possibly could. So you're not going to get a bunch of gimmicks, basically directions. The flashlight, micro USB charger, and yes, you can charge it with the USB, and 2 O-rings in a cardboard box. Now to start out with, if you go to their website, this flashlight is $25.95 right off the website. I do believe you can get it on Amazon. I'll provide the links to the company and the light. And it does have 2 switches, a rear tail clicky and then a side switch, which is good. I want to talk real quick about build quality. Seems to be put together real well, like any higher end flashlight. I don't notice any difference between that and say ThruNites or Olights or any of them, which is a good thing. One big plus with this flashlight, they do provide a battery, Atactical, and then if you notice they're USB rechargeable. Now this is a 2600 milliamp high drain, meaning this thing gives out 9.6 watt hours out. And it is a high drain battery, and it's roughly the same size, actually exactly the same size as a lot of the protected cells, but I'm holding a Panasonic here that's unprotected, and you can see it is a little bit taller, but that is because of that little guy right there. This flashlight battery that it comes with, and I'm going to use a ThruNite charger here, plugs in to a micro USB port and charges. Pretty neat. I've never seen that before. That is unique in itself. To me, it's pretty damn good idea, and you can also use it under normal chargers and everything else, so pretty awesome with that thrown in for 26 bucks for everything. And the emitter in here is an XP-G2 emitter. Now they've got the amps running down on this, so it's only kicking out 550 lumens, whereas say the TN12 runs 1050. If you notice there, the ThruNite TN12 versus the Atactical, they're almost identical in size. The rear tail caps are pretty damn close to the same. Now one thing with it, the ThruNite TN12 does have a larger emitter in it. This is the XP-G2 is a very small emitter, and you're going to see what that does out there in the real world when you turn this on. We'll be doing a comparison between these two for throw and light output, which I always run this TN12 on every video I got, it seems like. And I beat the living crap out of this thing, and it still goes. This is actually over a 2-year-old flashlight. And I probably use that more than anything. Now, as stated, that Atactical did an immense amount of studying flashlights and everything else to give the best bang for the buck of what they possibly could for the cheapest price. You're getting a rear tail cap switch, and then your side switch, and very easy UI. Now, as far as light put out on this, one thing they've really took account of are what are the most usable modes. And when you first turn it on, you're going to get low mode. And this is 10 lumens. This mode right here, with this on, will last a full 5 days of runtime. And this is a very usable mode. I'd say 10 lumens is about perfect for low. And then stepping up, you got the next mode. This is 63 lumens, and that'll last for 19 hours. Moving up, you have high mode, which is 200 lumens and over 5 hours of runtime on this thing, which is incredible. And then you got the 560 lumens turbo mode, which will run for 3.3 hours. Not no couple minutes and then drain the battery and shut down. So we're going to go out and test it, and you're going to see what I'm talking about as far as usable light output on this thing. So far, I'm very impressed with this flashlight, and of course it does remind me a lot of the through night flashlights. This is one of the more pocketable flashlights you can possibly get for this price, and you're talking $26 for the light and battery. All you'd have to do is supply the wall wart off like your cell phone, and you're good to go. So with that said, we're going to head out. We'll do a little beam shot with it, and then we'll take the lux meter and do a calculation of the throw. All right, we got the lux meter 4 meters away. As in my other videos, we're going to shine this guy on turbo. Here we go. Yep, beautifully tight beam on this thing. Got a little bit of fog rolling in, so let's check it out. All right, now with 770 lux divided by 0.25 brightness of the moon times 16 or 4 meters squared and a square root. I got 221.9, might as well 222 meters out of this thing. They rated at 205, so pretty awesome. So now let's get these some beam shots out of the way. All right, this is kind of gonna suck. We got a lot of fog rolling in, so I apologize for that. But I want to get this review done. You're still going to be able to get a good idea on how bright this light is. And first up, we're doing the Atactical on turbo. There's a tree right there, 62 meters away. And look at how this thing punches out. That's Atactical 62 meters. There's the through night TN12 at 62 meters. Atactical 62 meters, TN12 62 meters. Now, just for comparison, I'm throwing this Shadowhawk X800 in on the high. You notice the difference between that and $26 Atactical. This is a Shadowhawk X800. There's the Atactical A-1. Getting quite foggy out. Now, further down there's a tree at 92 meters, and you can still make it out with this, but I'm telling you, this thing is really going to punch out to over 200 meters. I've done enough reviews on flashlights. Trust me that this thing ain't, this is no slouch. Atactical at tree that you can barely make out because of the fog at 92 meters, and the through night TN12 at 92 meters. More light output on a TN12, but it's a lot wider beam because of that bigger diameter LED. Atactical. Now, being as it's so foggy, we're going to move into a little bit closer range and try to show you a good beam pattern. Them are trees at a little over 20 meters away, shining up, and this is the Atactical. And there's the through night TN12. Atactical, TN12. Moving on down, now we're looking at my Suburban, about 20 meters out. There's the Atactical. A1, notice how nice and tight that beam is, and you got good spill. Through night TN12. Atactical. Through night TN12. Atactical. I might do is turn my truck around. We'll do some beam shots so you can tell that compared to, say, a vehicle headlights, which everybody knows what them look like. Actually, I ain't going to turn nothing around. But there's my Suburban headlights on high. These some very good halogen light. And we're going to do is shine that Atactical up there. Drowns out them lights pretty good. Now, them are high beam on the Suburban. There's low beam. There's the Atactical. That white shed up back is about 75, 80 meters away. So this thing just unreal. For 26 bucks, I just very impressed with this light. Very impressed. I'm going to walk down the road a little bit and shine this light back at us, number one, for hopefully a good thumbnail. As you saw there are a couple other modes. If you're to long press the side switch, you got your strobe. And if you're at high and you just click further right away, you're going to go to SOS. But it will bypass SOS if, say, you have it on high for a few seconds, which is nice, then it'll go to low. This is low mode on this thing, 10 lumens. And right now, that fence post is probably about, I'd have to say, pushing 20 meters away. It's like I said, the usable light output on this thing on just low is just great. And the amount of runtime on a battery for low, just wicked. That's low. These are my house lights. There's medium. There's high. And there's turbo. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with this stupid light. Well, as you saw there, very good light output for this thing, and extremely long runtime for the battery. Build quality is excellent, and price, you can't really beat it. And I would suggest go ahead and check that links out down below that I've thrown in there. Can't wait to see more flashlights come out of this company, and I hope they keep in mind on keeping these prices down. I think this is going to be a big hit, to be honest with you. A real big hit. Pretty neat. So there you go. The Atactical A-1. Well-priced, bright, well-built flashlight.